American abroad collecting currency abroad, joining you today with a $10 Canadian note. I have 4 of these. There was actually, the other one doesn't want to slide out. There was actually 100 of them in a stack. I don't like even touching these notes because I don't like getting any fingerprints on them, etc. But I will for this video. This is Viola Desmond. She was a civil rights activist in Canada in 1946. She refused to leave the whites-only area of a movie theater, and she is in that sense celebrated here on this note as sticking up for other people's rights, human rights. So in that way, she's kind of like the modern-day Rosa Parks. She was jailed, convicted, arrested, and fined for doing that, and she's now a permanent part of the Canadian Museum for Human Rights. That's on the back. I'll show that to you guys in a second. It's a vertical note, but I have it here on the side due to the holder. This is the map of Halifax where she lived, worked, and grew up and served and also struggled for justice. On the front here, you can already see it. It's coming in really well. It's the vaulted dome ceiling of the Library of Parliament of Canada. It's a stunning example of Gothic Revival architecture, and in that style, of course. And the laws of the land are shaped by the knowledge housed in this institution of democracy. So, of course, the laws are affected by what laws are in there and what books are in there and what information is held in those walls. The True North flag, True North, strong and free, the Canadian flag is pointing, the maple leaf at least, due north there. There's the flag. And then you also have the Canadian coat of arms up here with the crown on top showing that it's part of the Commonwealth, and it's also, there's a Latin phrase there, amare usque ad mare, which means from sea to sea, not sea to shining sea, like it would be in the US. Let's flip this note around. I really find the front kind of haunting, her eyes for some reason. It's kind of weird, like I feel like she's kind of like haunting the I don't know, it's really weird. The back here, you can see that there's a $10 big large symbol. Canada is on the bottom. You still see the hologram. There's the see-through maple leaf, and here's a feather. The feather kind of changes color depending on how you tilt it, and that represents the native tribes of Canada, the First Nations peoples, and their ongoing journey and towards recognizing their rights and freedoms. And that's really sad because that was their land after all. And here you have the Charter of Rights and Freedoms in French and English, which is entrenched in the Canadian Constitution. And on the, I guess you could say bottom right, when it's standing vertical, are symbols of the laurel leaf, and that's an ancient symbol of justice, and it appears in the grand entrance hall of the Supreme Court of Canada. So this has kind of a whole bunch of different symbolism going on. I really like the color of the note. The note smells amazing. It smells like maple leaf syrup, or maple syrup, maple leaf syrup. I guess you could make them from leaves too, you could try, but usually you actually drill it out from the core of the trunk of the tree. Anyways, getting back on track, really love this note. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing it as well, and it's immediately going back in its holder right here. Take care.